Hello, first graders. I hope you all are doing well. This week, our project is going to be all about experimenting. So, even though we're stuck at home, I think that there's still many ways that we can have a lot of fun. And this was all inspired sort of by different ways that artists create. Normally, I think it's very easy for us to get carried away and just find one place where we feel comfortable, and whether that's a desk or whether that's a studio, wherever it is, we sort of get comfortable in where we're creating. We use the same materials. We might just say we're marker people and that's the way that we like it. We might be more of clay people or people that like taking things with photographs. But I think a very important practice is to challenge yourself and to try something new. So today we're going to be challenging ourselves with different ways to create that you'll be able to do just in different places of your house and trying wacky things. You might look at this and be like, oh my goodness, Ms. Mesa has lost it. She's gone bonkers. But I promise you it's going to be a lot of fun and I hope you all enjoy. First things first, we definitely need to get comfy. So let's get comfy. Great. So now that I'm comfy, it's going to allow me to move and do different things that I need to do to sort of experiment and challenge myself with new ways of creating. So one fun way that you can start in experimenting new ways of drawing is that I have taped a piece of paper underneath my table. If you have a table at home, it could be your dining room table, it could be maybe a table that you have in your bedroom. Try taping a piece of paper on the bottom of your table. And what I'm going to do is that I've set up my yoga mat and one of my all-time favorite pillows so that I am comfortable as I am creating. And I sort of created a very special tool because when I lay down, my arms are not that long and will not be able to reach no matter how they look on the screen. So I've created a very special tool that's going to help me be able to reach even when I'm lying down. So I've taken a paintbrush, and with this paintbrush, I've taped together a Sharpie onto the end. So when I am laying down, I am going to be able to use my really cool tool to reach and draw in a new way that I've never even practiced before. So we'll see what happens. All right, let's try it out. Let's see what happens. And I'm going to continue to add a little arm, maybe another little arm, little foot, and maybe what else should I add? Maybe there's a big bush over here or a leaf that he's holding in his hand that he wants to eat, or she. Kind of like that, right? Maybe we could do something else. It doesn't have to be completely one drawing. Like sometimes it's fun to just do different lines and see where it takes you. Maybe that's gonna be kind of like down there. Right, and just really, it's more about having fun and letting your arms do what they want to do and explore and try different things and think about things in a different way. Maybe there's a little rainbow over here of some sort. Okay, first graders, here are a couple different ideas for you to try out at your house. So the first one over here, you can do as many or as few as you would like. You can challenge yourself to do all 9, or maybe you're like, oh, I would actually just like to try 1 or 2 or 3. Totally up to you. The first one over here, we have create a drawing laying down, which is sort of what I showed you earlier. You can challenge yourself to create a drawing using both hands at the same time. So as you move one hand, your other hand has to move too. You can have 2 different markers or crayons working at the same time. The other challenge is to find a new material to draw with. You cannot use markers, no crayons, color pencils, or paint. So try to look around your house and see what there is to draw. Maybe there's a little bit of mud outside and you can grab a little bit and paint outside or do something outside. Or maybe there's coffee in your house and you can use coffee to create. Up to you on how creative you want to get. The other one down here is to create a tool that you could use to draw while you're standing up. So think about how long it would have to be for you to be able to stand up and draw if there was a piece of paper on the floor. You can draw a person with your eyes closed so you cannot peek. Just have a piece of paper, grab your pencil, and try your best to draw faces. No stick figure people. You want to really pay attention to the eyes, the eyebrows, and all those important things that we learned about earlier in the year. You can draw using your non-writing hand. So take a look, try to hold a pencil and notice which hand you are holding your pencil in. Whatever hand that is, you're going to flip it over and use your other hand, and you're going to try using that hand that you don't normally use to write with. You can challenge yourself if you have somebody else in your house and you convince them to sort of play along with you and try this out. You can tie your hands together, the one that you use to draw or the other one, and you're going to try to draw the same thing together. So maybe you can find a teddy bear, you can find a vase or a beautiful flower to look at, and you're both going to try to draw that same flower or that same vase at the same time while your hands are tied together. You're using the hand that is tied, not the one that is free. You could also create a drawing holding your material with your foot. So instead of using your hands, you can try your best to put your pencil or your marker in between your toes and go at it. Have some fun. I want to see what you come up with. And the last but not least, you can just try to find a new space to create art. So if you normally do art in your desk, in your room, maybe try to see if you can sit outside for a little bit this week and try and see what it feels like to draw outside, or find a new space in your house. Maybe there's a couch that you haven't tried drawing on. Really experiment. This week is all about getting you out of your normal routine and trying something new.